Namaste everyone and welcome. I am Suruchi Gautam. I am going to be your speaker for today's webinar on practicing mindfulness. Before I begin, I will take this opportunity of giving thanksgiving and gratitude to the Almighty Lord, my family, neighbors, friends and gurus, and especially to my friends and my colleague, Unnati Ibote, who is a clinical psychologist, Rupambika Sahu, Dr. Subita Rege, who are occupational therapists, who have given me motivation to go ahead and conduct these webinars. A quick professional summary about myself. I have been into field of spirituality and mental health since almost 2 decades now. So to start with, what exactly is mindfulness? First, let us go ahead and understand the foundation of mindfulness. The term mindfulness was first coined by the Buddhist scholar named T.W. Rice Davids at the dawn of 20th century. Later on, it was again introduced in the Western world in late 70s by Mr. John Kabat-Zinn. In the year 1979, he developed mindfulness-based stress reduction program, after which mindfulness kind of became very popular. Everybody started following mindfulness. The reason is because there are lots and lots of benefit of mindfulness. Benefit like reducing your stress, anxiety, sadness, depression, increasing your memory, helping you to come up with more productivity, so on and so forth. So what exactly is mindfulness? Somewhere or the other, we all know what is mindfulness. However, let us just go ahead and understand what is mindfulness. Mindfulness means focus, concentration, attention, awareness of the present moment. Your attitude must be non-judgmental and your approach should be very kind. Mindfulness can be practiced with help of meditation and different form of other techniques. So basically, what is mindfulness? Mindfulness is being focused, concentrating, giving full attention to the present moment by moment, step by step, without giving any judgment or any kind of why this is happening, what is the thought all about, what next. So just nothing, no judgment at all. Your approach needs to be very kind and very cool and very calm. Now, there is distinction in mindfulness. There is distinction like mindfulness of state and trait. So now we will understand what is mindfulness of state. State means your present mood, your current mood, how you're feeling right now. This is known as state. And trait, it becomes your innate habit. Like when you are practicing state, for example, like how you speak, whether you're speaking softly or loudly, when you're angry, there are people who still maintain their state, like, they are very calm, they are very cool, and they will still talk very softly. And because of that practice, it becomes their innate habit. That becomes their trait. Now, state of mindfulness means the immediate experience of being mindful, and this you can attain by guided process. Means you have to keep reminding yourself every now and then, again and again, to be cool, be calm, and come back to what you are doing. Now, mindfulness of trait means the lasting habit that indicates one is being more mindful in daily life. It is something known as your auto process. For example, your heartbeat and your breathing process is kind of autopilot process. You don't have to really think about it. Now, from state to convert it into trait, all that you need to do is practice it every day. As they say, practice makes man perfect. In simple words, mindfulness means getting balance on your 5 general senses. That is see, taste, hear, touch, and smell. Now there is mindfulness process. We will go ahead and understand this process of mindfulness. Basically, there are 3 processes by which you can perform the activity of mindfulness. Process of breathing, mindfulness of body, and mindfulness of thought. I'll repeat, there is mindfulness breathing, mindfulness of body, and mindfulness of thoughts. So over here in today's webinar, we will go ahead and concentrate on this part, that is the mindfulness of thought process. The other 2 will be taken care of, because controlling your thought is the key to mindfulness. I would request you all to kindly just concentrate and focus on this picture. We will use this later on. So let us understand the key to mindfulness. How exactly you can do mindfulness mindfully. It's very simple. It is known as the STOP process. STOP is an acronym that stands for S means stop. Whatever you are doing, just pause momentarily. T means take a breath, reconnect with your breath. The breath is an anchor to the present moment. O means observe, notice what is happening inside you and outside you. P means proceed, continue doing what you were doing. So what we will do is, we will go ahead and practice the stop process, and we will understand how you need to go ahead and continuously do this process so that you can carry on doing mindful activities anytime. Now, when to do mindfulness? Mindfulness is something that you need to do, like, in every step and every day of your life. Whatever activity you are doing, like brushing your teeth, eating your food, drinking glass of water, any activity that you are doing, you are working, reading, walking, talking, do it mindfully. Let us go ahead and understand the process of mindfulness. I will just go ahead and stop the slide presentation over here. I would request you all to kindly switch on your video mode and keep your mic on mute mode. It will be good if you all can just share your video. So now, let us go ahead and practice mindfulness. You may choose if you want to open your eyes or close your eyes and do it. Take a deep breath inside and leave it out. Breathe in and breathe out. As you breathe in, you will notice that you are listening to the sound of my voice. Breathe in and breathe out and listen to the sound of my voice. Now you will notice that there is some thought which has come in your head. Tell that thought stop. Take a deep breath inside and leave it out. Observe the thought. Don't give any kind of judgment. Just observe it. Give it some name. There you are. Aa gaya. Thank you for coming. All right. Now show the thought the way. Jahan se aaya na, wahan se chale jao. Go from where you have come. Again, take a deep breath inside. Leave it out. Observe what you were doing earlier. You are listening to the sound of my voice. Continue listening to the sound of my voice. Go ahead and proceed with listening to the sound of my voice. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. As you're breathing in, now you concentrate on the flow of your breath. How the breath is going inside and coming out. Breathe in and breathe out. And as you're focusing on the breath, you will notice there is another thought which has come. Tell it stop. Take a deep breath inside. Observe the thought. Give it some name. Okay, there you are. Finally, whatever name you want, give it a name, give it an identity. Show the thought its way. जहां से आए हो वहां पर चले जाओ. Thank you for coming. Go from where you have come. Take a deep breath inside and leave it out. Observe what you are doing. You are concentrating on the flow of your breath and proceed ahead. Breathe in and breathe out. As you are concentrating on the flow of your breath by breathing in and breathing out, it will be good for you to understand the importance of using the thought process. Breathe in and breathe out. Just focus on the flow. This is known as mindfulness of breath. Now we will understand mindfulness of body. I would appreciate if you all can just go ahead and look at your face on the screen. Just look how you are looking, how your eyes is looking, how your face is looking. Breathe in and breathe out, and I'm sure there is some thought which must have come. Tell it stop. Take a deep breath inside and leave it out. Observe the thought. Give it a name. Tell it, jahan se aaya, wahan se chale jao. Thank you for coming. Take a deep breath inside. Observe what you are doing. You are looking at your face. Proceed ahead. Continue looking at your face. Breathe in and breathe out. As you are looking at your face, now look at your eyes. Give a close look at your eyes. And as you're looking at your eyes, I'm sure there is another thought which must have come. Breathe in and breathe out. Use the stop process. Stop. Take a deep breath. Observe the thought. Give it a name. Tell it thank you for coming. Go from where you have come. Take a deep breath inside. Observe what you are doing. You are looking at your own eyes. Take a deep breath inside and proceed ahead. Look at your own eyes. Now, friends, I would please request you all to share the video so that, the next exercise will help us to go ahead and kind of practice mindfulness more better. I would kindly request you all to please share your video. All right, now what you can do is, there are a few videos that we can see on screen. So all that you need to do is, other than your face, just look at someone else's face. Just observe someone else's face. Just focus. Breathe in and breathe out. The first process is mindfulness of breath. The second is mindfulness of body. And the third is mindfulness of thoughts. So breathe in and breathe out. Just look at someone else's face other than your face. And as you're already looking at someone else's face, you will notice that there is definitely thoughts which is coming. Now you can count how many thoughts are coming and you can use the stop process. I will just go quiet and silent for 30 seconds. Just focus on the screen. Your time starts now. All right, friends, your 30 seconds are done. Now, can some of you all just unmute yourself and tell, were you able to use the stop process? How many thoughts you all got? I would appreciate if you all will share your experience. Please, someone take initiative and share your experience. Like when you were looking at someone else's face.
Hello.
Yes.
Hello. Yes. Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening,
Um,
Shivali. Shivalika,
Shivalika.
right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
I just kind of started observing one place. I won't comment, like I won't name the person,
No, no,
but
don't name, don't name. Yeah,
there was
please.
just a little frown. But then suddenly it came to my mind that what if the person starts smiling? And it was just my thought. And then I suddenly shifted my own thought from like not seeing that person to some other person who's actually smiling. So it
Okay.
kind of just, I just shifted my own
You
thought
just
from like,
shifted you just shifted your eyes, your mindfulness of body from one face to the other person's face.
right, like I could just see happy face. So that is all.
That's absolutely okay.
Right, ma'am. Thank you.
Yeah. So over here, Shivalika ji, I would just tell you that it should be non-judgmental.
No,
You
no,
just have
that
to
is
watch the face.
exactly okay, 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 right.
You just have to watch the face, just see how it is, how the face is looking about. And if this thought that has come to you, oh, I can see the frown. Tell stop,
Right,
take a deep breath, give that
right,
something name. जहां से आया वहां पे चले जाओ. Breathe in. What were
right,
you doing? You were just observing the face.
right.
Correct. So see how our mind is so funny.
It is.
That's right. Someone else, please share your experience.
Yeah, good evening, ma'am. This is Simmi Sharma.
Good evening.
Yeah, same that Shivalika shared. Same thing happened when you said ki okay, look somebody's face. So actually, first impression was ki who is smiling a lot. I mean, that's my first impression. Okay, who is looking lively? So I just focus on that. And earlier it was coming ki wow, what happened to her life? She's so smiling, so relaxed in this lockdown also. Thoughts were coming, but then as you said, okay, you don't have to judge, you just stop there. So I was just staring, okay, let her smile. So that was all were coming, okay, what happened? Maybe something could happen to her. Okay. So all was going on. But like it was, I said, okay, now stop. Pause. I have just looked at her. I don't have to judge her. So that was going in my mind.
Exactly. So, like Simiji and others, you can use this talk process anytime, anywhere. See, let me tell you one thing. Early in the morning, whenever we wake up, okay, what we do is we just angdaiya lete na, we just stretch our body. Chalo, let us just stretch our body. Come on, just stretch it. Just stretch. Feel where you are feeling, how you are feeling. So it's like where you're giving little more extra stretches, where you want little more comfort. Am I right? So you will notice that you are feeling very nice after giving that angadai stretch to yourself. It's a kind of small exercise for your body. Likewise, mindfulness is the exercise for your brain. After giving that small stretch of mindfulness, your head becomes cool and calm. Point is, we load our brain with lots of unwanted thoughts. Lots of unwanted thoughts. Here, key to mindfulness is number one, no judgment. If you are supposed to just look at someone, just look at them. Don't think there is frown, there is this, just observe. Okay, there is frown, look at the eyes. What else can you see? The color of hair, color of skin, how the shape is, how the face cut is. And you will see there are thought process which is coming. All that you need to do is stop, take a deep breath, आगे आप, thank you for coming, जहां से आए हो वहां पर चले जाओ, टाटा बाय बाय, see you. Take a deep breath, observe what you are doing. You are looking at someone's face and proceed ahead. जैसे आप कुछ भी काम भी करोगे ना, तो काम करते समय भी यही होता है, हम काम तो एक करते हैं लेकिन यहाँ पे एक वो चलता रहता है रिकॉर्ड. तो वो रिकॉर्ड कैसे रुकेगा? बाय डूइंग दिस टॉक प्रोसेस. Every time you keep using this. State means your current mood, as I told you earlier. So again and again, with lots of practice, your state will get converted into your trait, which means it will become your habit. Now we will go ahead, and since we have little more time left with us, practice another mindfulness. Just if you feel like, close your eyes or open your eyes, breathe in and breathe out, And as you're breathing in and breathing out, you will notice that you're listening to the sound of my voice. And as you're listening to the sound of my voice, you will again notice the way you are sitting. Where exactly is the pressure? Is it on your hips, on your back, your feet, your toes? Breathe in and breathe out. If there is any thought which is coming, just tell it stop. Breathe in and breathe out. If there is any inconvenience from your head back till your toes, you will be able to go ahead and recognize it. Slowly and steadily, as you are breathing in and breathing out, whatever inconvenience is there, for example, there is heaviness, there is pain, some gases, some acidity, anything is flowing from your head, breathe in and breathe out, is coming in your neck. From there, all whatever inconvenience is there, breathe in and breathe out is coming and settling in your hips. Breathe in and breathe out. It is traveling from your thighs, your knees, your calf, your ankle, and coming and settling at the bottom of your feet. And as it is settled at the bottom of your feet, I'm sure 99.99% there is some thought which has come in your head again. Use the stop process. Tell it stop, take a deep breath inside, observe the thought, give it some name, tell it thank you for coming, जहाँ से आए हो वहाँ पे चले जाओ, proceed ahead, take a deep breath inside, what were you doing, observe you, there is a pressure which is there right below your feet, proceed ahead, observing that pressure, feeling that pressure, breathe in and breathe out, and let that pressure earth in this ground. And you're feeling nice and relaxed. Slowly and steadily open your eyes, wide awake now. This is very simple process of mindfulness, how you can take care of certain things very easily. So I hope, friends, that this process of mindfulness, the stop process, is very clear to you all. It is very clear to you all what exactly is mindfulness. It is not a rocket science. Mindfulness means doing all your work mindfully. It requires focus, concentration, attention, awareness of your present, your current moment, and moment by moment, step by step. Your approach and your attitude should be non-judgmental, and it has to be very calm and very nice. Next thing, you can practice mindfulness with help of meditation and with help of different techniques. One of the techniques which I have shared is known as the stop process. Stop process is the key to mindfulness, because breathing technique is fine, observing your body, like, walking, sitting, the way you're lying down, mindfulness of taking bath, eating food, everything is fine. But the mindfulness of thought process, how to stop it? By using the stop process. If you all remember, I had shown one picture image to you all, and I had asked you all to just recollect the image. This is the image. So friends, this is going to be your exercise. All that you all need to do is, you all need to go ahead. Tomorrow morning when you wake up, give that me time to yourself, that my time to yourself. Some of you all may drink tea, coffee, maybe warm water, green tea, Bonvita, maybe nothing. All that you need to do is that 2 to 5 minutes, it's your time, it's my time, it's me time. Just feel how the steam is coming out, how your cup is warm, how it is slowly and steadily getting cold, how the environment is smelling. Just look at that dew drops, listen to the sound of birds, look at the nature outside if possible from your window, if you can stand in your balcony. Just feel the environment, just feel the breeze, the air, how you're standing, how you're sitting. If there is any thought, use the stop process. Simple, the thought has come, stop, take a breath, observe it, give it some name, Tell it thank you for coming, show it direction, take a breath, observe what you are doing. You are looking at the nature and proceed ahead. Don't talk, no newspaper, no making plan of action. That 2 to 5 minutes is your time. Friends, try and understand one tiny thing. Start with 2 seconds, 3 seconds, 5 seconds, and this is how you can proceed ahead. If you all have any question, please feel free to ask, because we are done with our today's webinar on mindfulness.
Yeah, I was just, thank you, Suruchi. I was just about to tell you that we have about 10 minutes left. So
Okay.
if anybody has questions, they can ask. Actually, there was one question in the chat which asked for you to repeat the 3 processes. So if
Exactly.
you
So
could
the
just
3
repeat.
processes are mindfulness of breath, the breathing, how you breathe in and how you breathe out, focusing on your breath, the flow of your breath. Second process is mindfulness of your body, like understanding, for example, the flow of your hand. If I'm moving my fingers like this, to understand how I am moving it, where exactly is the pressure. The third process is mindfulness of your thoughts. So when you're walking, what we do is, if we are going for morning exercise or we are exercising, for that sake, we are listening to music. Our focus on our own body is like minimum. It's minimum. So while you are exercising, don't listen to any music. Just go ahead and exercise. If there is any thought that is coming, use the stop process. Slowly and steadily, as and as the thought is coming, and you just tell the thought stop. Wahin par chala jayega. Any other questions, Sumita, that you must have noticed?
Ma'am, can I ask one question?
Yeah, please.
Ma'am, there's this thing. Obviously, when we are practicing mindfulness, your body automatically starts, your mind and body automatically, is tuned in a way that you're more relaxed and calm on an average basis all through the day. Once you've started practicing it, all the more. But it's just that those very difficult times when you're very anxious or angry, all the negative emotions are like, taking up on you. What is the immediate thing that can be done to get back to your mindful state? What is the immediate action one can actually try,
All right.
like other than breathing away? Because obviously you have to breathe first, get back to your breath.
Exactly. Now see, first thing you need to do is breathe in and breathe out. Second thing that you need to do is do something known as power of suggestibilities. Now, next webinar
Ma'am,
we are.
could you please repeat? Sorry.
Okay. First thing is definitely yes, breathe in and breathe out.
Yes, ma'am.
Immediately use the stop process.
Okay.
Now, other than the stop process, there are another process like power of suggestibility and if and then process.
Okay.
What I'm going to do is maybe if time permits, immediately upcoming Sunday we will just go ahead and do something known as power of suggestibility. You can
Okay, ma'am,
attend
sure.
that webinar, which will again be absolutely free, so that we are serving the community.
Thank you
There
so
you
much.
will
Could
come
we
to
please
know.
get the link?
I will surely go ahead and share the link from wherever you already got the link.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
So these are the small topics that we will definitely go ahead and cover up, so that we are serving community.
Yeah.
And
That's for a great cause, ma'am. Thank you so much.
you're welcome. So over here, immediately all that you need to do is right now use the stop process. And yes, we will do the another process also, wherein we will explain how you can deal with the high negative situations. All right?
Sure, ma'am. Thank you.
Yeah.
Suruchi, we have another question.
Yes.
This is from, one second, it went up. Okay, this is from Padmavati MD. She says she works with children who are attention deficit and hyper. How to get children to practice mindfulness? Can you suggest any exercises for children, please? And there's a similar question that is also from Ajita Pradeep, who's also asking if mindfulness can be used among children and how it would help them.
Yes, definitely. You can use mindfulness right from the age of 2 or 3 years. Once your child is able to sit, they are able to listen to your suggestion. So you can teach them breathing exercises. Try and understand one thing. First step of mindfulness is your breathing exercise. Now, why breathing exercise? You all must have heard, breathe in, breathe out, take 3 deep breath, 5 deep breath. Reason is because when you breathe in, there is lots and lots of oxygen going over here. And when there is oxygen over here, it reduces your stress level, your heat in the body. It increases the energy level, right? So the first thing is asking the child to sit very calmly. Now there is one mudra that you can use with such children, which is known as Gyan Mudra or Dhyan Mudra. Touching the tip of your index finger and your thumb. This also helps to concentrate and increase memory and to calm down the child. As I said, like, your state needs to be converted into your trait. So whenever you feel that, the child is hyper or the child is not listening, we tell the child, okay, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. Ask them first thing to breathe in and breathe out. If that thing is not working, ask them to drink couple of sip of water. Again, water restores energy level inside your body. I hope that answers your question.
There was a similar question actually, Suruchi, from one more of our attendees today, which was about the fact that she had difficulty with, when she was working with a teenager with autism, she found it difficult to help him to do the breathe in and breathe out process. So I think the drinking water process might be something that you can just try, right?
Focus on. That's right. Drinking water will be a good idea. Any other questions?
There are no other questions in the chat, but
All right, friends, if you all have any other question, you all can definitely go ahead and email it across to us. We will try our level best to answer them.
Suruchi, there is one more question actually, asking whether pranayama and breathing exercises used in mindfulness are the same.
That's right. Pranayam is a form of mindfulness.
And finally, before we close,
Again, while doing pranayam, you have to be mindful, like the way you're breathing in and breathing out, how the flow is going, and when there is thought that is coming, use the stop process.
right.
If anyone has
Hello.
any other question, yes.
Yes, I have a question.
Yes.
Hi. Yeah, this is Rupambika. So
Hi,
my
Rupamika.
question is, hi. You did talk about like when you do work, you have to just work one thing at a time. So most of the time it happens we don't like some work to do. So that during that time we like to listen music or something which really like lighten up our mood. So what is your suggestion on that? Because sometimes if you don't like to wash your utensil or you don't like to clean your room, right? So what you do, you just put the music or you just watch some video or you watch some movie and the meanwhile you do work. So in that
All
way,
right.
how could practice this
So
mindfulness?
don't you think, Rupambika, over here you're already using mindfulness? Because your primary focus on what exactly you're doing, that is watching utensils, is not ultimate over there. So we are using a secondary thing so that you're not thinking anything else. You will notice that the music is going on, but your head is not connecting to the music. You just know that something is on. And that thought process which is just running is getting some kind of answer somewhere.
Okay.
So over here you are using a secondary support. Instead of stop process, the process that you are using is a secondary external support of music. As I said earlier, there are many processes. We have just covered one major process which is key to the mindfulness. In fact, while you are cleaning the utensils, this is known as mindfulness of body. Observe how you are cleaning the utensil. Observe how it is dirty. When you are cleaning it, how layer by layer the dirt is going out. How there is this kind of a foam that is created on the plate.
What if you don't like that job, or what if you don't like that activity only?
But still you have to do it, right? Whether you like
Yes.
it or you don't like it, you still have to do it.
Thank you,
So
sir.
here, because you are not liking that, you are liking to hear the music. What you are doing is your primary mindfulness is music. Your primary activity becomes listening to the music, and cleaning the utensil becomes your secondary activity.
Yes.
And it is vice versa, definitely.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Anyone else?
We have time for one last question.
Please, people, it will be great if you all will ask questions. Meanwhile, I would request you all, like, you all can just go ahead and like my page on Facebook, on Instagram, and you all can even join my WhatsApp group. Soon we are going to come up with a free like WhatsApp course on 21 days money abundance and attraction, which I guess we are starting in next week itself. So I have already shared the link to the WhatsApp group also, if I have not mistaken. Yes, I have. You all can just copy that. And friends, it was really my pleasure to go ahead and take this workshop on mindfulness. Next week, probably we will just come up with another course, a free webinar on power of suggestibility, wherein you all can understand how to go ahead and give suggestion to your mind to deal with the negative thought process. Once again, it was my pleasure taking this workshop. I hope this workshop was helpful. If there is any comment that you would like to pass, you all can just go ahead and type it in the chat.
Actually, Sushi, there was one comment from Unnati, who you mentioned in the beginning. Actually, she was not there at that time, but her comment is, I don't. When we were doing the mindfulness exercise, she said, I don't know, but in my mind, no thoughts have come. It just flows. So apparently, she's already being mindful. I don't know if you would like to comment on that.
Exactly. That's too good. Unnati, you have already attained the mindfulness, I guess, state, and it is getting converted into your trade. And yes, people, we will keep you informed about the upcoming events. We will keep sharing the links. One thing is very clear, we will not be going ahead and bothering you with unwanted emails. There will be no personal emails which will be sent. You all can join my NPS group. Okay, there we keep informing everyone about the upcoming workshops and free seminars. We even come up with some paid seminars also. And if there is any kind of therapy like hypnotherapy or counseling or psychotherapy you all want, you all can definitely get in touch with me. I'm also into tarot card reading, and I even teach tarot card. We even do cleansing and chakra balancing. Okay, fine. What I have gotten a request from Padmavati to share my WhatsApp link in the email ID. So what I would do is, whoever has attended today's webinar, we will just go ahead and share our WhatsApp link over here. All right, friends, we will just go ahead and sum up over here. In today's webinar, we have understood what exactly is mindfulness. It was coined by a Buddhist scholar, and later on it was reintroduced in late 70s in the Western world, after which practice of mindfulness became very popular. People want to do mindfulness because it is a proven scientific therapy practice which helps you to reduce depression, helps you in sleeping very nicely, helps you with reducing your anxiety, increasing your memory, getting control over the quality of the job that you are doing. What exactly is mindfulness? Mindfulness means doing all the job mindfully, that is moment by moment, being in present with help of proper attention, focus, concentration, awareness. You don't have to be judgmental. You don't have to think why not. All that you need to do is be very kind. Mindfulness can be practiced with two things, that is mindfulness with help of meditation and mindfulness with help of different kind of techniques. Today we have learned one key process of mindfulness, that is mindfulness of thoughts, and the key process is the stop process. Stop means, S means you have to stop whenever there is any thinking that is coming to you. Take a deep breath, observe whatever is the thought, give the thought a name, show the thought the direction, thank the thought जहां से आप आए हो वहां पर आप चले जाओ. Take a deep breath again, because your breath will act as an anchor for you. Observe what you are doing, your whatever job that you are doing, and proceed ahead. Whatever work you do, whether it is cleaning utensils, reading, listening to the webinars given by Suruchi Gautam, and any job that you are doing, you have to do it mindfully. Multitasking is definitely good, but because of multitasking, what is happening is overutilization of your mind and body system. With help of mindfulness, what will happen is you will do one task at a time, and you will be able to take care of the time management system over here. Second, the quality and the output of your job is like very quick, very nice. So that way you are saving your time over here. Another thing you need to understand is your brain has its own capacity. The way, your mobile gets filled with too much memory, what you do is you do some kind of cleaning. Am I right? Same way, mindfulness works as the cleaning process for your brain. One activity which I had suggested is this, that from tomorrow morning, whenever you are taking that first tea or coffee or warm water, or maybe nothing, absolutely that 2 to 5 minutes, just sit in silence, observe the nature around you, how the wind is coming and touching your face, how you are sitting, where you are putting more pressure, how the breath is moving in and out of your body. So mindfulness of breath, mindfulness of your body, and mindfulness of your thought. All these three things start with like 2 seconds, 5 seconds, and increase it. See, thoughts is something we have like been trained since so many years. आ जाओ, आ जाओ, आ जाओ. But we don't know उसको जाओ 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 कैसे लो. आना तो उसका स्वभाव है, उसको रोकना ये हमारा काम. And friends, hope to see you all in say next week in our next webinar on power of suggestibility. It was my pleasure taking this webinar. You all can take care and be my friends on my social media network. Have a pleasant time ahead. God bless you all. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. We'll be closing the meeting now.